Alright, my lovelies, welcome back and Happy New Year's Eve! I mean, what? We're getting ready to roll in 2016 in just a few hours. It's fantastic. Anyways, so I don't know about you guys, but I have seen Star Wars The Force Awakens once, but I am going to see it very soon again, just because I watched all the, not the prequels, but the very first three, so that's 4, 5, and 6. So I need to go back and see The Force Awakens again. Anyways, my favorite character, other than Finn, happened to be the little droid BB8. So we're gonna draw a BB8 today. I will go ahead and say, prepare yourself, there will be a lot of erasing, just because we're gonna get all these circles on BB8. Alright. The first thing I want to do is, of course, his actual body. So we're going to draw a circle. Now, I know I'm not using a template or anything, but the thing with circles is you just have to feel them out. And I mean, it doesn't have to be the one ginormous, you know, you just like me, little itty bitty lines. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep it as nice and round as possible. So we have BB-8's body. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go like this, just like curving up, so it looks like a smile almost. And then of course I'm gonna jump on top here. And it's almost like a half circle, so we just basically took a sphere and cut it like right down the middle. So we have this part, and then this part right here. Alright, I do want to go ahead and we're going to erase along the way, just because once again we don't need guidelines to really be messing us up. So after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right over into the middle of his actual face and give him his big black eye. So we have one eye here, then we have another little like thing here, dial thing, I don't know, and then underneath that we have another little circle. Alright, then after this, what I want to do is I'm going to jump on top of his head, and we're going to give him that one gray ring on top of his head up here, like this. Then we're going to jump right in the middle again. We're just going to mirror the gray line we just made. After this, what you want to do is we're going to go on top, and we have a couple of other little boxes. So here's the top of the head. So we have a little box here, a little box here, and a little box here. So we have these just like, they're just patterns on his actual mechanics and everything. So then this gray line, if we color it in slightly, just so we know that it's a gray line, it's divided it up into sections. After this, what I want to do is I'm going to come around, and he has his one little orange stripe that's on top of his head, and what it does is actually, you're going to make a diagonal shape here, and it's going to come to his eye, and it's just going to stop like that. So we have one little orange mark here, and this one is going to be the exact same side, and not the exact same size, I meant. I'm just going to go ahead, and it's going to go off the side of his head. And you just want to look like his eye is actually dividing the orange stripe into separate places. Because it seems like we're seeing more of this side of his face than this side of his face. So then after that, what I want to do is we're going to go ahead and jump down to the bottom of his face. And we're going to give him that one gray stripe that he has at the bottom. So we're going to start right here at the bottom. And I'm just going to mirror right across from right there, and then I'm going to jump on top of that line just a little bit above it, and I'm going to mirror what I just made with the other line. So if I color this in, I have his gray line at the bottom of his face. I'm just going to slightly make an invisible line that's on top of the gray line. So I'm going to slightly, just very gently go through it and it goes through the dial. The reason why I'm drawing this invisible line that's going across his whole face is because he has boxes, but they're all the same height. So what you're going to do is we're going to make one box here, then we're going to make a really skinny box here, then we're going to make another big long rectangle of a box, and then we're going to come right over here and make another little rectangle. So to help myself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly color these in. So here's an orange box here, an orange box right here, orange box here, and a little orange box right here. Then I'm going to jump over here, and this one is not the same height for one, so I'm going to go right to the side of my little dial here, and here's another little orange box, and then jump over here, orange box, and then a nice little rectangle like this. So those are the little orange boxes, and then I can go in and I'm going to erase the line that I made. So as you see, I kind of spruced up the top of the boxes from where I erased my invisible line. Alright, this is where it kind of gets fun. So from this side of this box here, what we're going to do is we're going to go up, and this is just a line. This is going to just be like, I don't know, looks like a permanent line on his mechanic. Go around his eye. I'll make this a little bit smaller so I can actually have that line. So I make this line and go straight down. Then I'm going to go out this way, up, and back into this line here. So let's clean this up just a little bit. So what I did is I went ahead and I just erased like the whole entire middle part, the eye, his actual eye, just so I could get that one clean line right in the middle, right here. So this, of course, is his eye, and you can give a little bit of shine to it, as much shine as you'd like. BB8, he's adorable. Then he has just a few little mechanics going underneath his eye, which are just like little boxes. So you're gonna give little boxes, and I'm gonna go around it and just give it a more definite line around his eye, just because those are little mechanics down there. Alright, then of course his dial right here, this line that we made, this actual circle that we have right here, we're going to jump in the middle of it, and we're just going to color this in black because there's some weird dial, and then of course this is just a line around him. Now we're going to go ahead and continue this part right here, this line, which is just going to go straight out and down. Then of course on top of his head we're just going to give one little itty bitty antenna right here. We draw a little antenna here, we come off to the side right here, and then we have a shorter antenna, and it's a little bit wider, so it's just like a little, it's like the end to a stick. Now for BB8's body, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start one circle right here, and they're all perfect circles. So we have one circle right here going off to the side, then we have one circle that's starting over here behind his head, and it's going off to the side over here like this. Then we're going to go down to the bottom right here, and we have another circle that is actually going inward like this. Then we're going to go on top, and the circle is actually going to start right here, this line. It's going to mirror up with this line. Circle upward. And we have one circle here. So circle here, circle here, circle here, and circle down below here. Now let's start with his actual white of his body first. Now in between each line, if I go like this, I'm just gonna separate here, separate there, separate down here, and we see just a little bit over here as well. So we separate his actual, the white parts of his body. Then I'm gonna go ahead, draw a circle here, circle here, circle here, circle here, circle here, circle here, and one right here that we can barely see. Now it's gonna get a little complicated, but what to make this easier, what we're gonna do is you're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna draw a circle inside your actual circle, making the actual orange part of him much wider. Okay, so we got sort of a ring light going on right now. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and you're going to make like this really boxy 4-leaf clover. So I'm going to go ahead, if I start here, I make one leaf to my 4-leaf clover. Make another leaf to my 4-leaf clover. I make another leaf to my 4-leaf clover, and you see how I'm like making them a little wide on top so they actually look like leaves. And then I'm going to go up and make another leaf to my little 4-leaf clover. He's just made up of a bunch of crazy shapes. Now after this, what you're going to do is you're just going to get rid of these lines. And you're probably thinking, oh, it's not perfect or anything. Well, you know, he's a droid and it's kind of hard. So we're just going to go ahead and just do basic level BB8 where we're trying as hard as possible to be awesome at his shapes, but at the same time we're just trying. Okay, so what you're gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna color inside this part right here, which is a gray box, and the rest of it is white. And in the middle, right over here, it's exactly colored in like this, but it's got a circle right here. And then of course this part right here is divided up into 3 sections. This gray part, so we got one that's connected to this one right here, 2 and 3. Not perfect at all, but that's okay. We're just learning how to draw BB8. Now for this part right here, what I want to do is we have a little bit of a leaf showing here, but we're seeing more of just this top ring right here. We're not seeing much, but he has his typical gray boxes in here, like that's down here. We're just going to color in a little box here and another box right here. And this, of course, is just the orange part. Then we're going to jump down to over here, and we're going to do something similar to this right here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to draw my circle again, making the orange part wider. And then I'm going to go ahead and separate it into clover leaves. That one goes off to the side. Jump down here. Now what I want to do is I erase. See, BB8 is just optical illusion, once again. Like, you're seeing different angles from him, and it's all circular. And you know, with spheres, if something's like, if you look on it dead on, there's always something. If it has a design on it, there's always something that's being warped just a little bit. I'm totally making excuses for myself. Anyways, so what I want to do is I'm going to jump right down here. Come down here. And this is just a gray part, once again. And then we have this little gray part, and it's just going to come down here. course, we can jump up here and we have a little bit of gray over here on this leaf. And that is all we can see. So this part is white, gray. Alright, I wanted to make things a little bit more clearer. Just a little bit. So I grabbed some of my Copics. So I'm going to color in what is orange and what is gray. Now we have just one last part at the bottom, which is orange. So what I'm going to do is we just can lightly see the bottom of the clover right here. This is orange. If you want to, obviously, I colored all over mine, but there's just his actual head is just shading underneath it right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth that all in. So we just have a shadow because his head is over his actual body, and it just gives a little more depth to BB8. But yes, BB8 has a lot of awesome shading, a lot of awesome like shapes and everything, and it just practices with like how you put stuff together, even if they are a bunch of shapes, how you make them like a puzzle and put them together. So he's a lot of awesome practice, and this is the second time I've drawn BB8, and hopefully by the third time, when I make a watercolor of him, he'll be better than what this is. But yes, I just wanted to tell you like the mechanics of how I would draw BB8, and hopefully you followed along. And of course, there's always pictures to look at when you're done with my tutorial. If you want to just go by and just look at it a little bit more, please just draw very lightly and everything. But yes, I just want to give it a little BB8 Star Wars because he's so cute. I love BB8. He's so adorable. Anyways, if you haven't seen The Force Awakens yet, I really hope you guys will go see The Force Awakens. And if you haven't seen, honestly, I'm going to say go ahead and watch 4, 5, and 6 before you see The Force Awakens. You don't need it to see The Force Awakens, but still, it's just going to make it 10 times better. But yes, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, happy New Year, and I'll see y'all in 2016. Bye! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching today. Make sure you click that subscribe button because I do post a tutorial every Thursday, and I do post a Vloggity Vlog every Saturday as well, on and off again at least. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, like my Facebook page, and make sure you check out all the other videos I have. I don't want you guys to miss anything because it's a lot of doodling, crafty fun, Vloggity Vlogs, and all that fun stuff. Have a wonderful week. Bye!